Hmm. There we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Trails in the Sky, second chapter. The second of the, twice weekly installments. I kept saying bi-weekly as if it's once every week, but that's a fortnight. That's not correct. Anyway. Last time, we came to Rolent, ended up getting stuck in a fog, so we decided to investigate, and lo and behold, as soon as Estelle mentions the fog being doom flesh-eating fog, people start falling comatose. Thanks, Estelle. Very cool. Anyhow. Now it's our job to go to the afflicted people's houses and try and investigate and find out what happened before they fell into a coma. Great, fun stuff. Either way, last time we did go all the way up to the top of Esmelis Tower, which means we can hand in this side quest. I can hardly see the stars with all this fog, and yet I care not for the glittering sky. For you, my love, the only star I need to guide me through the darkest nights. They're still at it. You're back. Did you find our ring? We've found a ring that matches your description, at least. We'll need to have you identify it for us. Yep, we just need you to confirm if it's yours or not. Armand, could you take a look at this ring? Sure, I don't mind. Ah! That's the ring! That's it! That's our engagement ring! Seriously? Are you sure? You sure? Yes, I'm absolutely sure. I cannot thank you enough for your kindness. Good to hear. Makes this all worthwhile. Good to hear. Nice to finally wrap this thing up. Never thought we'd find it in such a weird spot, though. Whew, man. Yeah, never thought we'd find your ring on the roof of the tower. Here, let me give it back to you before it ends up lost again. Thank you. I don't even know how to express how I feel right now. We never lost our faith in you. Thank you so much. Not at all. I'm glad we could help. Your wedding isn't too far off from now, is it? Best wishes. Thank you. Goodness, it's a little embarrassing to hear it said out loud. Don't be embarrassed, my love. For no other love has received a stronger blessing. We still have a lifetime of well wishes ahead of us. Armand, Ellie. Ew. Off in their own little world, I see. Watching this makes my head hurt. Anyway, it'd be rude to interrupt them, so let's excuse ourselves. Yes, good idea. Let's go. Well, pardon us, lovebirds. And that is the ring that flew away complete. You can go hand that in now if you want. You can do that event before or after the fog appears, and depending on which time of day you hand it in, depends on what kind of dialogue you get. So those reported, the only things that are outstanding are search for lost cat and fishing spot search. So if we head to the hotel, which is... yeah, here it is. Whoopee! Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. I forget which room this person's staying in. Oh, no, there we are. Oh, what to do. Oh, you all are? Hey, it's been a while. We saw the job posted on the board. Oh my. I'm so sorry to call you out so late at night. I know it's sudden, but would you go find Al for me? Al? That cat. Gone again, I take it. How about it? Will you find my little Al? Heck no. Yes, we will. Yeah, we should be able to handle the job right now. If you don't find all and do this quest immediately, you will miss it, so you need to do it right now. The window for this quest ends after you go and speak to all the people who are afflicted by the fog. Responding to complex situations is an important part of a brace's job. We'll assist you as much as we can. Wonderful. If you can, could you provide some details? We know that you're looking for a cat. Is that all you mentioned, the cat in question? Yes, that's right. My little Arl's run off. She disappeared while I was taking an afternoon nap. Oops. This sure seems mighty familiar. I see. She's been gone nearly half the day. That would be cause for some concern. Do you have any idea where she might have gone? If you can think of any spots she might have gone to, that would help. I might have an idea. From what I found out, the landing port seems suspicious. The landing port? I poked around there a bit and asked one of the engineers, and they said someone saw a cat. They said it was a light brown kitty, so it must be all. I see. Oh, I should write down the color of the cat's fur. Sounds like a lead to me. We'll look into it right away, ma'am. Yes, I think it's worth investigating. Let's ask around at the landing port. Couldn't agree more. I'm glad I was able to help. I'll be waiting here for word of my little All. Good luck. We'll report once we found her. Yes, until then. Oh, my throat is already dying and we've only just started. Okay. So, step 1, we want to go directly to the landing port. Yep, which is this way. Whoopity-doop-doop-doop-doop-doop. We head up to the landing port. Speak to Fabry, who is on the deck. What is going on with this fog? I may as well be swimming the way things are. Excuse me, can I have a moment? I need to ask you about something. Oh, sure, what's up? I'm looking for a wheat-colored cat. A cat, huh? Afraid I haven't seen it. Huh? Really? The one who saw it was probably Skip. Ask him what's up. He should be down by the warehouses. Which section is warehouse? It's this way, isn't it? Where the heck? There you are, you sneaky little bugger. It's freaking fog, the humidity! I'm gonna need to get everything set up to withstand this, but we might as well be underwater the way things are. Excuse me, can I have a moment? I need to ask you something. Sure, what is it? A wheat-colored cat. Oh yeah, that cat. Yeah, I saw it around noon today. Here around midday? Which lines up perfectly with what I'd have told us. Do you know where the cat is now? Or where it was headed? No idea, sorry. Today's been kinda crazy. Where would it even have... Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I haven't seen it since then, and I have no idea where it might have gone. Cats kinda go where they please, you know? Yeah, I guess they do. But, well, that's it for us then. Our trail of clues stops right here. Well, hold on there. Why not ask Quint? He just went into town for dinner. Quint? Yeah, he's the Cecile's helmsman. He was talking about the cat too. Cool. Time to find Quint then. Let's go. He's at the restaurant in town, right? Thank you for the help. No problem. Good luck. So, we want to head over to the diner. So if you haven't been to Arbend yet, now is a good time. Come up here, speak to the helmsman. Oh, not the helmsman. Bleh. Oh, yes, the helmsman. Duh. So you speak to Captain Petrov, and he says he's not here. He's gone somewhere else. Where would I be if I was a pilot and I wanted to do some routine maintenance? Why, whoopee, whoopee woo. Here he is. Sometimes a relaxing shopping trip is just the ticket. Sorry, can we have a moment? Are you Quint from the Libel Orbital Ship Company? Huh? Yeah, that's me. Can I help you with something? Yeah, if you've got a sec. There's something we wanted to ask. You're gonna get real sick of me saying that. Searching for a lost cat, huh? Must be extra hard on a night with all this fog. Sorry to say, I can't help. I haven't seen anything like that cat around here. Really? You haven't seen her? Yeah, I swear an idiot herself that I ain't seen a cat. I just heard about it secondhand. Who'd you hear it from? Zosimov, from the same crew. I think he said something about seeing a cat when he was working in the airfield. If you want, I'm sure he'd be happy to provide more details. You should still be on the clock. At the landing port, right? And now we have to turn right back around. It's not that far. Walk first, complain later. We need to find Zosimov. Well then, shall we be off? So we head back up to the landing port. And first tree on your left, Zosimov. Seriously? Ooh, who have we here? You're Zosimov, right? We've been looking for you. What on earth are you doing over here? Isn't it obvious? I'm spending a relaxing evening in the woods, sort of. You see, when you're on a ship all the time, you begin to long for greenery. So sometimes I just like to kick back and relax among the trees like this. Yeah, of all the forests in Rolent, this is clearly the best place to get some greenery. Sure, why not? Well, for better or worse, we've found Zosimov. Let's hurry and finish our business. Yeah, gladly. So, we did want to ask you a few things. Oh, ask away. We're looking for a wheat-colored cat. It's the color of wheat. Ah, looking for a cat. We heard from Quint that you saw one. I certainly did. It was just a bit past noon today. I was offloading some luggage from the ship's hold. Quite an annoying critter, making a fuss and meowing constantly. The ship's hold. Okay. Wait, so the cat was inside the ship? Well, ship's hold can't mean too much else, can it? I suppose the ship could try to hold the cat another way, but I doubt that'd end well for the cat or the ship. Inside the ship, of course. No wonder we couldn't find her. Finally, as it were. And that makes the rest simple. We just need to search the ship. Shouldn't take that long, yeah. Well, thanks for everything, Zosimov. I'm glad to be of help, but, what to do? Huh? Are we missing something? That's what it sounds like. What's wrong? It's just, let me ask again to be sure. You're looking for a wheat-colored cat, yes? Yeah, Oh, no way! You've guessed? Yes, you are looking for a wheat-colored cat, but the cat I saw was black as pitch. Mention that sooner, will you? I'm sorry, the relevance of that detail didn't strike me until just now. I'm certain there's a cat on board, however. Why not take a look anyway? Perhaps your cat has taken a tar bath or gotten covered in soot somewhere along the way. That's a good point. There is an off chance it's still all. Yes, that's true. We've no other clues, so we might as well follow this one. That black cat may also be a friend to all. We should investigate. Quite. Let us take flight, then. So if we head up to the ship and speak to Fabri again. We actually wanted to ask you about that. Oh, and what would that be? Well, we'd like to search inside the Cecilia. Wait, so... you want to go inside the Cecilia? In the cabin? Yeah? I see. I do understand, but I'm afraid I can't give up permission to board on my own, however. I'm really sorry, but you'll have to leave now. What? I kinda didn't expect to get told off. Told off nothing. I can't allow what I can't allow. Company policy, no exceptions. Begging won't get you anywhere, just head on home. For the love of... guess we have no choice. We're not quite done yet. Now, why are you being so hard-headed, What the... oh, yes. Oh, boy. Now, why don't you think about it long and hard? If a cat really is on board, that's trouble for you too, isn't it? What happens if it ruins the seats? Wouldn't that be a tragedy? Well, that is... yeah, sure. But, I mean, I can't let you in without permission. Don't worry about that. We won't cause any problems. Just let us in for a little bit. So, what do you say? You'll do it for me, won't you? Shara! Using your assets like a weapon like that is so... something. Ooh, my envy is fathomless. Seriously, that really necessary? So, do we have an understanding? I guess. But oh man, this could get me, Look, just for a minute, okay? And never tell anyone about any of this. Of course. Okay, there. Get in, quick. Yes, Scherazard did just press her big honker-belonkers on that poor man's back. Bringing Olivier for that conversation just feels pertinent because it's the funniest interaction I can think of. Tita's is also gold. Indeed, with the light extinguished, it's black as ebony in here. Still, kinda creepy being in the middle of all these rows of empty seats. Feel like I can hear people talking even now. Yes, it's a little creepy to be honest. Feels like something's waiting to leap out at us from the dark. Oh, I'm still bad with ghost stories? That's enough ghost talk, thanks. Come on, let's find this freaking cat and get out of here. Sounds like a plan. Let's move. You want to head down into the basement? Into the cargo hold? And there's a cat. Hey! Oh, that was... There you are all. Oh, you silly kitty. You always do stuff like this. Wheat-coloured fur, just like we'd heard. This must be our cat. Indeed, she looks to be unharmed. It's always a relief to find a beloved pet safe and sound. You little troublemaker. We ended up walking all over the place thanks to you. What were you doing hiding in here anyway? What? An unexpected twist. Well, aren't they adorable? They look like newborns too. So, she gave birth to them here? Thinking about it, yeah, that's probably why she came here. Cats like safe, out-of-the-way places for giving birth. Man, you want to talk about a mother's determination. Yeah, but did she have to get on the ship? Well, whatever. Let's go report. Yes, let's. I'm sure Ida will be quite happy. I bloody wouldn't. Ooh, what a surprise. I'll up and become a mother. We were just as surprised as you. I didn't see that coming, not one bit. Both mother and children appear to be healthy. Raise them with care. Why, but of course. They're as precious to me as grandchildren. Now comes the real challenge. I need to come up with the perfect name for each and every one of them. I expect most wondrous names. Perhaps something noble, like, Tiddles. No problems there. Leave it to me. Oh, and one last thing before you go. It simply wouldn't do to have you on your way just yet. Did you need something else? This is the second time you've helped me. Here, it's only right for you to take this. If you did Lost Cat in first chapter, you will get Master Beads. It's something I've used often when praying. It's very calming. Oh, neat! Thanks, we appreciate it. Well then, please take care on your way home. Okay, that's one case cleared up. Now we need to get back to our real job. Investigating the comatose people. Right. Let's get back to it. Let's do it. So, if we go and report search for lost cat, we get 3 racer points. Whoopee! Now, very quickly, I'm going to go over the master beads. They prevent sleep and confusion, a very useful accessory for what is coming up. You want to give... where is it? You need every member of your party to have sleep and confusion resistance. So Master Beads can reduce the amount of items you need on one character, which is just damn handy. I'm going to be just sorting everybody out really quickly, because that's something I might forget to do later, and if I do, it's going to bite me in the keister. There we go. So, with all of the pending side quests that we can currently take care of out of the way, what we want to do is start investigating. The first place I'm going to go to is the mayor's residence, just because it's the place we are the closest to. We head up to the top floor. Check this room. Estelle, Scherazard, welcome. Hi, ma'am. Did Mayor Klaus tell you about us? Yes, you're investigating the fainting cases. If there is anything I can do to help, please feel free to ask. Thank you. Well, firstly, how is Lita? Lita. She won't awaken, no matter what we do. I pray she'll wake normally come the sunrise, whatever that's worth in this fog. But for now, all I can do is keep an eye on her. That's awful. Where exactly did Lita collapse? And do you remember when? Let me see. It would have been just before 5 o'clock. I stepped out of the kitchen and found her collapsed in the entryway. I panicked a little, needless to say, and called for Klaus, who was able to carry her to bed. But to think there are others afflicted the same way. She collapsed in the entryway? Hang on. Was the door locked at the time? I don't believe it would have been. After all, people have been visiting all day to speak to my husband about how to deal with this fog. Well, that's a list of suspects assembled long then. Oh, how long were you in the kitchen, by the way? About 30 minutes, I suppose. Alright, I think we have a good picture of what happened. Oh, one last thing, if I may. Was there anything strange before or after Lita collapsed? strange? What do you mean? Did the house have any unfamiliar visitors? Or were there any odd sounds? Anything you can think of, ma'am? Let me think. Well, I'm not sure I'd call it strange, but it was memorable. While I was in the kitchen, I heard the faint sound of a bell. The sound of a bell? Hold on a sec. Didn't we hear one too? It was such a lovely sound, and I thought Lita rang it, perhaps. And that reminds me, I haven't been able to find that bell. I wonder where she put it. You've given us a lot to think about, ma'am. If anything else happens, please contact us at the Guild at once. Yes, of course. Oh, and everyone, do be careful, won't you? Yeah, we will. Thanks for your help. So with that done, we want to head over to the Arband Bar. We head up to the second floor. Hey, Alyssa. Sorry, Estelle! Yes! Hi! This is great! When did you get back from training? I've been so worried. You didn't come back for so long. Sorry. I got kind of busy and couldn't say hi. So, is your mom doing alright? Well, it seems like she's sleeping okay. But I'm so worried. She won't, wake up or anything. Even if you shake her. Father Divine said there's nothing to worry about, but... I see. We're investigating this at the request of the mayor. Could we ask you a few questions? Oh, yeah, sure. Ask me anything you want. Okay, then. First, where'd your mother fall asleep, and when? Let's see. It was about 5 o'clock, I think. Mom and I went out to clean the chairs and stuff on the terrace. The chairs? Yeah. We figured they might get damaged from all the humidity in the air due to this creepy fog, you know? We'd finished weatherproofing the ground floor, you see, so we figured we'd totally store the chairs too. I see. Alright, and then? Okay, so while we were cleaning up, Dad called me. When I got back, Mom was all zonked out in one of the chairs. So, you didn't see her fall asleep then? Yeah, sorry. I tried talking to her, shaking her, but she wouldn't wake up. I totally freaked out and called Dad, and he carried her up to bed. And then she wouldn't... Mom... Lisa... Sorry. I'm sort of losing it because you're home too, Estelle. Yeah, I know. It's okay. You don't need to worry. Yeah. I'm okay now. Thanks. Did you want to ask anything else? 1 second. Shara, you got anything? Possibly. Elisa, did anything strange happen before or after your mother went to sleep? Did you see anyone you didn't recognize, or hear anything strange? People I didn't recognize? Actually, yeah. Just as I was heading inside, I saw this lady come out of the clock tower. A woman? Was it someone from Rolent, you think? Well, I couldn't see her face. The fog made it kind of hard to see details. But her clothes were really weird. I figured she had to be a traveler of some sort, you know. Really weird? What was weird about them? She was wearing this sort of black dress robe thing? I can't lie, it was kinda hot. It was a bit hard to see details through the fog, though, like I said. I see. Still, this is really valuable. We need to go tell Ina this. Yes, absolutely. And thank you, Elisa. You've helped us tremendously. No, it's okay. Good luck with your investigating stuff. And don't worry, okay? You can count on us to save your mom. We'll figure this out and wake her up. I know. Thanks, Estelle. So, we want to exit the Arband Bar. Head up this side street into this house. into the first bedroom. Ah! Oh, dearie me. Estelle Bright, look at you. Senior bracer and everything. Hey, Miss Maggie. Pat. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier, Pat. We, heard about Luke. Estelle? Estelle? Whoa, hey, Pat. Is it that bad? Well, you see, our little Pat is the one who found Luke after he collapsed. Oh, no. Pat, don't worry. It'll be okay. Maggie, how is your grandson? Is he hurt? What? No, not at all. He's just sound asleep. Really, I think this is all a bit of a fuss. He'll be right as rain tomorrow, I'm sure. That little rascal just wore himself out, like boys do, you know. Really, him not waking up? Foolish. Foolish. Maggie. Hey, Pat. Can you tell us about what happened when Luke fell asleep? Huh? We're investigating what happened on behalf of the mayor, on behalf of the town. Pat, if there's anything you can tell us, it might help us solve this and wake Luke up. Please, Pat. Estelle. Okay, I'll tell you. Thanks, Pat. So, where and when did Luke fall asleep? I wasn't there when he fell asleep, but I found him on top of the clock tower. I think it was just past 5 o'clock. We were playing hide and seek in the fog. I was it and I was looking for Luke. When I found him, he was asleep. I thought he was just being a jerk and tried to wake him up, but he wouldn't. I see. Wait, one thing I don't see, who the heck carried Luke down from the clock tower? Oh, that was Mr. Paddington. He came up and found us just when I was trying to figure out what to do. He said he came up to make sure the clock was working and the fog wasn't causing any problems. Oh yeah, that's just like Mr. Paddington. Okay, I think I've got the gist of it. Pat, I was wondering, when you were playing, did anything strange happen? Strange? Did you see anyone you didn't recognize? Hear any strange sounds? Like Estelle said, anything could help. I don't remember much except all the white of the fog. I do remember thinking it was really creepy, not seeing anyone at the landing port. I see. So, creepy fog aside, nothing really suspicious happened. Nuts. Seems that way. Thank you, both of you. You've given us some food for thought. I'm glad we could be of help, dearie. Estelle, is Luke gonna be okay? Yeah, you bet he will. Pat, don't cry anymore, okay? Luke will tease you if he finds out when he wakes up, you know. Okay. Yeah, I won't cry anymore. Sorry for the weird brief pauses in dialogue. I'm not actually finding enough time to take small breaths, so I, keep needing to yawn. Dialogue is hard. Anyway, after you do everything next to the Arben bar, head down. And we want to head into the house, which is behind the Orbital Factory. So it should be this one, I think. Yeah. Oh, hello. You're Estelle and Scherazard, right? Yes, good evening. We're here to investigate by order of the mayor, but, is Mr. Radford okay? Yes, but there's been no change, I'm afraid. He's sound asleep and seems comfortable, but we cannot wake him no matter what we do. Is our only option to wait and watch over him until morning? I'm afraid so. That's all you can do, for now at least. I know this is a bad time, but could we ask you a few questions? Of course. I don't know if we can answer everything, but I'll be happy to help in any way I can. Thank you, you two. Firstly, when and where did Radford fall asleep? The time? Around 5:30, I guess. The place, well, just outside that door, essentially. Outside the door? So what? In the hallway? Yes, I heard a knock and a voice say I'm home. I unlocked the door to greet him, but when I did, I found my father-in-law on the ground, unconscious. To be honest, I thought Father had simply gotten drunk again. But I couldn't smell any alcohol in his breath. I thought it was strange, and then when we couldn't wake him, no matter what we did, so we went to go see Father Divine. I see. I think I understand the situation. One last question, if I may. Was there anything odd about the situation before Radford fell asleep? Anything odd? What, you mean like this blasted fog? Aside from that. For example, did you see anyone odd? Hear any strange noises? Come to think of it, when we were tracking Radford in. You noticed it too? In all the fuss, I thought I'd just imagined it. What is it? It was when we were putting Radford to bed. We both heard it seems, the sound of a bell. The sound of a bell here too. It was surprisingly lovely, really. I simply thought someone outside rang one. Thank you. You've given us a lot of information. If you remember anything else, please contact the guild straight away, alright? Yes, of course. Well, excuse us then. We'll be back to check up tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, Estelle. So let's head outside. With all of that done, let's go back to the guild house. Speak to Ina. So, you're investigating the coma cases officially on behalf of Mayor Klaus. Good. How's the questioning going? Pretty well, I think. We've heard from the families of everyone who's been affected, but... If you've spoken to all 4 victims that I have listed, go with I think we're ready. Alright. Let's call everyone together and compare notes on what we've discovered. I see. It sounds like your investigation went well. The testimonies of those close to the affected is particularly interesting. There seems to be at least one common thread among all of them. Yeah, that's... No witnesses? Yes, exactly. The one commonality between all 4 testimonies is that there were no witnesses to anyone collapsing at all. I get it. They were put to sleep when they're alone is what you're saying. In that sense, the fog begins to make sense. It's hard to see anything when vision is this poor. The demon that devours the souls of its victims, unseen by others, shrouded in fog. A horrific image, to be sure, but one which fits our antagonists perfectly. That's scary. Thanks for the nightmare fuel, Olivier. Oh, Estelle, you don't know the half of it. In that case, we do have some useful testimonies on the identity of our demon. Yes, the sound of a bell and a woman robed in black. I'd say it's safe to say both of them are related to our slumbering citizens. The problem is, though, Elisa is the only one who saw a woman in black. Maybe it's just a coincidence? I very much doubt that. You have to remember what happened at the place the woman was seen. Oh! Luke collapsed. Yes, exactly. The black-robed woman was leaving the clock tower. And that would be where Pat found Luke. Yeah, there's no way that's a coincidence. So that woman in black is... There's no question now. There's an enforcer skulking about in the mist here in Rolent. Son of a... Fog from an unknown source and people collapsing into comas would be our phenomena, then. And the sound of that bell is the message. At least we know the nature of our foe now. I'm going to contact the other guild branches, especially Elnon, and let them know our situation. What do you plan to do? It's almost certain there will be more attacks on the citizenry. We need to spend the night patrolling. Yeah, I'm up for that. If we do it in shifts, we should be able to rest a little too. You shouldn't worry about that. Huh? Leave the night patrol to us, guys. You'll go home and get some rest. But wait. It's a good idea, Estelle. You look dead on your feet, and I know this has been draining for you. Take Chloe and Tita home with you, and you three get some rest. But... okay, I will. Scherazard, why are you acting like we're talking about someone else? Like I said, leave the patrol to us guys. What? It's not really about gender, mind. You've been working yourself as raw as Estelle in this case all day. Let us handle things for tonight. You go rest. Now, just a minute. I'm a B-rank bracer. I don't need my hand held like some... Shera, do not look a gift horse in the mouth, Your words protest your lack of weariness, but your body language states otherwise. Is it not also the responsibility of a bracer to stay rested and ready to act? Very well. Shera, Agate, Zin, be careful out there, alright? Leave it to us! Well, remember, you guys better be ready for action tomorrow morning. Ah, the high moon weaves gossamer threads through the mist. We should rest soon. Well then, Estelle, lead on to your home. Why exactly are you coming with us, Olivier? Ha ha! Fear not, my sweet. Olivier Lenheim is a perfect gentleman who would never overstep his bounds, especially in a gathering of lovely ladies such as this. Nay, my purpose is merely to protect you. Olivier, I think we'll be alright, really. Oh, we'll be protected alright. Once I tie you to a mattress and throw you in the river, that is. Hey, idiot. What the hell are you doing out here? We need to figure out who'll be on patrol and when. What? Oh, Agate. The muse of comedy touches you. Did you not say that you and Zin would handle the patrol? No. I said leave it to us guys. Last I checked, that includes you. But I could be wrong. Come on, get inside. Agate, wait a moment. Do you not realize that a gathering such as this is no common occurrence? I'll enjoy it enough for the both of us. Just let me go. Yeah, you get inside. Come on. Well, that's probably the best way to domesticate Olivier. On the whole. How the heck can he not show any, tension or anything in our predicament, though? It's hard to tell sometimes whether he's joking or really serious. I'm pretty sure he was 100% serious. One way or another, though, he's, a bad influence on Tita, yeah. Well, I kind of feel sorry for Olivier, though. Shera? It's nothing. As much as I despair to borrow his words, he did have a point. We should call it a night soon. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Tita, Chloe, follow me. I'll show you guys the way. Hmm? Was that a door? Hmm. Huh? Estelle? What? Oh, sorry to wake you, Tita. I'm just gonna go make sure I locked up properly, okay? I'll be right back, so you just snuggle up and go back to sleep, okay? Okay. You're back soon, Estelle. She's so cute. Must fight cheek-pinching urges. Actually, that would be kind of cruel, so let's not. Okay, gotta calm down. That was probably just Cher or Chloe. Best to double check the beds and locks, though. Pajama Estelle. Whoopee. Well, she's out like a broken light. She really freaked out when I told her she'd be sleeping in Joshua's room. Really, kind of adorable. Chloe. We'll both do our best, okay? And we head out onto the porch. The fog's still really crazy. Anyway, let's check the first floor. Shara? Oh, Estelle. Is something wrong? I, heard a sound and got up to check it out. I thought it might be you. It was. I'm sorry. Being able to wake when you sense the slightest change in your environment? Now you're acting like a proper bracer. Well, I don't know about that. I think I'm just nervous. I've got a lot on my mind, and I feel kind of confused. I see. So hey, the card showing you anything? Let's take a look. The Inverted Emperor. Mercy, empathy, trust, difficulty, inexperience. And uncertainty regarding your enemies. Wow. I don't really get how one card can have that much meaning. What do you mean by uncertainty regarding my enemies? I didn't draw that card for you, Estelle. It sounds like you think some of that does apply to you, though. This wouldn't have anything to do with what you spoke with Mr. Burns about, would it? Oh, I'm sorry, Estelle. I'm really not trying to rush you. I do think getting it off your chest would help, though, once you're ready. Shara, do you have a few minutes? Honey, you're practically my little sister. You have all my minutes. That's what older sisters are for. Oh, Shara. Could you take a look at this? A photo? What in... Well, this answers one question at least. I can see why you've been so distracted. Yeah. I bet he's with them as a front, of sorts, for whatever clandestine work he's doing. Yes, I see. With them, he can do the sorts of things he couldn't easily do if he was having to maintain a bracer's face. I wonder what his goals are, though. Shara? Aren't you just a little bit surprised? To be completely honest, I was expecting far worse. I remember hearing that soldiers attacked during the bandit raid were simply knocked unconscious, not killed. I'm certain Joshua's skill had a lot to do with that. Yeah, that's true. Getting caught on film was a bit careless of him, though. I should demand better of a student of mine. Well, to be fair, it was Dorothy who took it. Sometimes I swear it's like the hand of the goddess is guiding her pictures or something. She does seem to possessed of the camera of miracles, yes. So, Shara, should I hand this photo over to Aina or Elnan? As a rule, bracers have only one obligation. That is, to come to the aid of civilians who are unjustly harmed, and to prevent such acts whenever possible. So let me ask you, is Joshua a danger to the citizenry? Will he work with the Capuas to bring terror to Labal's skies? No! He'd never do something like that! Then, you have exactly zero obligation to report anything. And I see no reason to say anything either, as I too am confident Joshua presents no danger. Ultimately, it comes down to whether you believe in Joshua or not. Or is that actually an ongoing question? I do believe in him. I do trust him. I'm just so worried. He's out there somewhere, and I don't know where, and he's got those cold, unfeeling eyes. He looks like he doesn't care what happens to himself. I almost want to talk to Dad and try to get Joshua put in protective custody or something. Estelle... But then, what did I do all of this for? Wasn't this all because I wanted to bring Joshua back myself? But then maybe I'm just being a selfish little girl. And now, yeah, once I get this far in, the headache sets in. I see. I wouldn't worry, Estelle. You're coming to an answer in your own way. I wouldn't fret. What do you mean? From the sound of it, you have a fairly good grasp of your feelings on this. All you've lost sight of is exactly what you want to actually do. You'll find the answers you need if you take it one step at a time. I know you will. Shara, you already seem a lot calmer now than when you got off the airship. You certainly seem to know what you need to do right now, at least. Yeah, that's true. When I heard that Elisa's mom and Luke had both collapsed, I actually felt kind of motivated, you know? Like, I can't sit around in my own little rain cloud. My own problems seemed to fade into the distance a little after that. Oh, great. And now I think I sound like a vapid, flighty pom. I don't know about that, though you're definitely cute enough to be a pom. I do think you should keep moving forward. You've always solved your problems best by putting one foot in front of the other without stopping. Thanks, Shara. Now I sound like a charging rhinocider, not a pom. Still, really, thanks. I think I kinda see the answer in the distance now. I hardly did anything special. Anyway, Joshua's doing pretty well for himself now, isn't he? I never thought he and that bandit girl would be a match, but they are cute together. Oh, great. Now you're getting into that. We don't know if there's anything going on there, you know. Ooh, you think not? She is a very strong-willed, boyish sort of girl. And yet beneath that, there is sort of a deeply buried sense of refinement to her. And that sounds like just the kind of girl Joshua would snuggle tenderly with. Shara, did you become a perverted old man while I wasn't looking or something? The fog seeped into your brain, didn't it? As they overcome perils together, the soil will become fertile with affection. Oh, but Estelle, why are you worried? If someone steals Joshua from you, all you have to do is take back your man. Bright versus Capua, a struggle to the death. Note to self, never talk to Shara about anything in the future. At all. Ever. I'm just joking, Estelle. Really. Still, though, if you want to worry about Joshua, that would be the thing I'd worry about more in your shoes. You two are at that age, after all. Oh, believe me, I'm plenty worried on that front, too. Like, there's Chloe, for starters. Nothing. I totally said nothing. Anyway, even despite all that, I'm actually a lot calmer now. I think I'm gonna get back to bed. You gonna stay up, Shara? No, I won't be too long getting back to bed myself. Agate and the others had a point about getting some rest. That's true. What is it? Schera, is there something you're worried about? Well, a little, perhaps. Give me a day or two, Estelle. We can talk about it then. Well, okay. I promise I won't worry about it too much then. Just keep your own advice in your mind, okay? Don't drive yourself crazy or anything. Don't worry. I've got a bothersome little sister to handle all the crazy in my life. Ugh. Well, good night, Schera. Good night, Estelle. The Inverted Emperor. Mercy, empathy, trust, difficulty, inexperience, and uncertainty regarding your enemies. Losing sight of what you want to do. I wonder who I was really talking about. Goddamn Bale! Whoa, is it me or is it thicker than yesterday? Yes, it's definitely getting worse. I hope Agate and the others are okay. At this point, good question. Even if it was just a patrol, I'm kind of worried. Let's get to the guild house. We should be able to hear about last night along with anything else. Good idea. So, my best advice is just don't look at the actual field to navigate through the fog. Look at your mini-map. It is much easier to navigate that way. Also, if you are still doing Odyssey of Anton, here is another appearance. Morning! Good morning! Good morning. There you are. You slept well last night, I hope? Yeah, thanks. Definitely recharged my batteries. While not necessary, the extra rest was appreciated. Thanks, you two. The night patrol wasn't too rough, I hope. Thank you for doing that. Not at all. We slept in shifts, so we're fine. Of course, there's still one of us passed out at the hotel. I'm guessing you mean Olivier. Whoa, so he really did do his part last night. That he did. He wouldn't stop complaining, but I think some of it was just for show. He did his job well. We'll be sure to thank him later then. So, what's the situation? Did anything happen overnight? The night patrol may have been a good idea, because we've had no new reports of people collapsing. But it's as we feared. All of yesterday's victims are still out cold and still completely unresponsive. Oh man, that's awful. Also, do we know any of changes to the fog? I swear it's thicker than it was yesterday, but at this point, I'm not sure I trust myself to make a judgment. No, it's definitely getting thicker. Not only that, but we do have reports of the size of the cloud expanding as well. The entirety of the Malga Trail is now blanketed, all the way to the mine entrance apparently. Really? Crap. If this gets much worse, keeping people safe will be nigh impossible. Well, it's not all bad news. Between the reports from us and others, the Royal Army's agreed to dispatch 2 full squads here. They'll take over the defense of the city proper. Really? Sweet! Yes, they'll be coming over from Bose, over the Verte Bridge. That'll be a relief. If the army can take care of the city, that leaves us free to investigate the entire region. Right on. Gives us the chance we need to find that Ouroboros clown and bury her. My guess is that our suspect must be concealing herself in the region's more remote areas. But that gives us a huge amount of ground to cover. Yeah, Rolent as a region isn't that big. But just the 7 of us can't search the whole thing with a fine-toothed comb. I wonder if there's anything specific we should do. Well, on that note, how about I press gang you into helping with the evacuation of civilians to the city? Huh? Evacuating? It seems all but certain that the comas occur within the fog, and now the fog's reach is growing. Like I said, we received word earlier that it's reached the Malga mine, and it's also reached the Purzel farm. The Purzel farm too now? I see. So we need to bring the Purzels and the miners back to the city, where the army unit can keep them safe then. Yes, you consider it a guild-assigned mission, pay and all. Think you could do that before you go looking for them? Keeping the civvies safe does take priority, I guess. As I remember, the mine is some distance from the city, yes? It sounds like the same is true of this Purzel farm. If that's the case, it would be wise to split into 2 groups. We wouldn't need to take all 7 of us to one location. As much as I'm sure Will and Cher Purzel would love to see a small army of bracers show up at their door, I agree. Well, speaking of which, can we go to the farm then? It's, run by the family of an old friend. Ah, I see. Agate and Olivier and I will evacuate the mine then. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Come on, let's go haul Blondie out of bed. Haul me out of bed? What troll summoning is this? Ah, you're awake. Why are you strumming your lute? Ah, my rose. But the weather casts a pall on men's hearts this day. I thought to perhaps brighten the mood a little with a lovely serenade. Consider it a ray of sunshine piercing through the gloom, courtesy of Olivier Lenheim. How the hell can you be so cheery so early? It does sound like you're actually doing your part out there, though. I'll admit, you can be a good guy when you want to be, Olivier. Indeed. Well done. Ha ha ha! I merely did my duty as a gentleman and defender of love. To be honest, I had thought about stopping by Estella's home while I was on patrol for a visit. But the fog was so thick I could barely even find the city gate. It was a tragedy, I tell you. Seriously? Just when I was reversing my opinion of you. Let me get Olivier up to speed. A very bracer-like mission, Very well, allow me to help. Come, let us away to the farm with the fair lady. We said you're coming with us. The hell are you getting it wrong on purpose at this point? Ooh, I did not realize you wanted me so badly, Agate. Why, if you keep being that forceful, you'll scare me away, my lover. Okay, hang on. I am not your... What? Lover? I didn't know you were... Tita, don't listen to a word he says, okay? And, well, so much for any hope of taking this job seriously. It's better than being too serious. Anyway, if we fulfilled our tomfoolery quotient for the day, we really should get to work. Yeah, we should. Really. We're off to the mine then. Farewell for now, ladies. Right, so we should get to the Purzel farm on the double. After you, Estelle. Hey, Estelle, you said a friend of yours lives there, right? Uh-huh. She's an old friend from Sunday school, named Theo Purzel. She lives out there with the rest of her family, her grandfather Franz, her grandmother Hannah, and her twin siblings Will and Cher. We will be escorting miners, not counting Tita, since she's armed. So we'll have to stay alert on this one. Well, we're off, Ina. Good luck out there. The power of my voice is waning, so I'm going to cut it short for now. Next time, in Trails in the Sky SC, we will pick up with the girls, head over to Purcell Farm, and investigate the remaining sections of Fog. Cheers for coming by and watching, peoples. Do the liking and the subscribing and the hitting of the bell. If you're still here, that clearly means I'm doing something you enjoy, so I'd appreciate the support. Stay safe, everybody. We'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.